We must live together as brothers or perish together as fools. Martin Luther King Jr. Let's talk about it.
Turn it in a mo. Turn it in a mo. Stack, flip it. Turn it in a mo. La. Go get that dough and we gon' turn it in a mo. Re up and go and we gon' turn it in a mo. We make that cash flow and then we turn it in a mo. No, we ain't running low cause we gon' turn it in a mo.
Hey, what am I turning in a mo? Found. It's your boy Southside Black. Turning in a mo. I wanna come on here today and talk about one of Dr. Martin Luther King's I want to say famous, but I don't really see it too much, but one of his main quotes that I like, and it's, we must live together as brothers or perish together as fools. Now, that applied back then, and it applied more so today, because we have so much violence among each other, especially the black community, hatred, people being jealous of this person, that person, because of what they got or what they've achieved, or what they don't have. They, like, different reasons people be jealous of others and stuff like that. Which y'all know why I talk about why that's not good anyway, to compare your life to others. But if we live by just that quote, so many of our problems in America be solved. Because if we much stronger together. You already know that, or y'all should know that. But like, we steady killing each other, steady being jealous of each other and things like that, and we steady fading slowly away. Kids growing up without their fathers and things like that. One person kill another person. Now, the person who got killed, he his people want to go kill him because he killed this other person, and once he get killed, somebody else want to go get who killed him, and it just become a repeated cycle. I'm saying that's for a lot of things, and just the whole killing side of it and the jealousy, all of that, contributes to us perishing. Us less and just well, if it's less and less of us, we just steady wiping each other off the map. We helping them with the depopulation, which that's a different that's another subject. Y'all could look that up or whatever if y'all want to. I ain't on that right now, and I find it so coincidental and crazy, but this is just an example of how much what we doing to each other and stuff like that. In Baton Rouge is small, nothing like LA or nothing like, what I'm saying, like a bigger city. It's a small city, what I'm saying. It's like not small with like 20,000 people, but a few hundred or a couple 100,000 people or something down here. But anyway, like, it's small, and just today, four different shootings just today. And it's MLK Day. Like, that's what I be talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, perishing. And that's what, like, we didn't even have that problem back then, as far as, like, not this much to what we worrying about us. Kid, to my understanding, to where we have to keep worrying about us killing each other. Like, we was more so focused on the common enemy that we do have, that we still have today. But we was more focused on that than having to worry about us killing each other. Now it's more so of us killing each other. Like, it's crazy. But like I say, some of it got to do with the the stuff that, a lot of it have to do with what we glorify and things like that. People glorify rappers who be talking about killing and doing all this and that and stuff like that. But when it comes to it, and when a lot of that stuff manifests, everybody want to cry, pray for change, and all this and that. when we in control of all of this. You know what I'm saying? Like we in control of what's popular, what we gon' hey, not you know, they got the people who want to push certain things, but when it come to it, we in control of what we want to listen to, what we want to help promote and stuff like that. And as long as you helping promote this type of stuff, you supporting this type of stuff, hey, that's the stuff you standing behind and stuff like. So you helping contribute to us killing each other and things like that. When you do stuff like that, at least that's how I look at it. So you know, when people who making great music and got positive messages and substance and stuff in it, and you know, like I say, I make fun music, whatever. You know, I wouldn't say I make like conscious music. I don't make that, but I make music with good, great messages in it, like inspirational things, and you know, like I say, fun music, or you know, pain, or you know, whatever. Like even I don't want to say struggle, because I did that a lot in the beginning of my career, but I'm mindful of what I say and talk about and stuff like that. And you know, I'm more focused on uh you know, building wealth and stuff like that, and helping my people build wealth and stuff like that. So we ain't rapping and listening to music talking about being in the struggle. We talking about getting out of the struggle, coming out of the struggle, how far we've came and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And the things that we striving to achieve, and the things that we have achieved and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that actually help us and inspire us to do things and stuff, not talking about, you know, having a lack of and stuff like that. But anyway, when I say turn it into mo, and when I put out these videos and stuff that help educate like all people, people in the hood, people, middle class people, whatever, um, you know, I don't aim my videos directly towards a certain. I'm not just gonna say it's just for black people, but initially that's how it started, because of me growing up in the conditions I was in, you know, with in poverty and stuff like that, seeing what we was doing to each other and why we doing it to each other and stuff like that. Lack of money from lack of education. So that's what really made me start to push towards educating, um, educating people, other people, with the stuff that I've learned and that I'm learning. But I also realized that it's a lot of people who probably feel like me, as far as just not working a job our entire life just to pay bills, you know what I'm saying, and survive. It's the difference between living and surviving. And you know, me and I know a lot of other people, we want to actually live our life, not work or trading our time for money our entire life just to pay bills, pay rent and stuff until we get old and retire. And you know, like, I mean, you old at that point. Like you can't really enjoy life. You don't ever have time to enjoy life, because you're spending all of your time trading it for money to pay bills, to buy food and gas and stuff to survive. That just don't make sense to me. So that's why I be teaching people to hey, turn it into more, secure yourself financially, get the freedom we deserve and stuff, and build the life we desire to live. You know what I'm saying? So however that look for you, you know, even if you're not an entrepreneur, you can still, hey, build up you some wealth, passive income, things like that, secure your bag, and do what makes you happy, do what you enjoy doing. That way you can actually live, not just survive. And I also know that it's not just black people who face poverty and things like that. And you know, it just, like I say, this is like, that was my reality, and what that, you know, the chain of events that occurred, that veered me on this path that I'm on. Me seeing what we as black people do to each other, you know, it made me wonder why, so I can want to change that, and did some deep thinking and stuff like that. And I came to the conclusion that it's due to lack of, most of it be due to lack of money. It be money related. You know what I'm saying? And that's what really set, because I was always a person who was good with like managing money and stuff like that, but I ain't really start getting into investing and stuff until around 2017. Like around 2017. So or 20 like early about 2016 really. You know what I'm saying? I had started learning about it and stuff like 2015, but it wasn't really, I just had heard it, or I was just like, oh, okay, but I didn't really start actually doing it until, like I say, like 2017. So I just don't want nobody to misunderstand me thinking I'm just saying I make my videos for black people or just for black people. That's what it started from, but I make it for people who come from the struggle, basically, and people who want to live, not just survive. Working for money our entire life, besides having money work for us, so we can have more of our time. We find our time back to do as we please, to do the things that we happy about, make us happy. We passionate about and stuff like that. Not trading our time for money. We only got one life to live, 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week, 30 days, 31 days or whatever, 29 days in a month. You know what I'm saying? And we only have so many years on this earth. And you mean to tell me we spending most of that working to survive, to pay bills, just to pay bills to survive, huh? Nah. This can't be life. As that's the name of my song. Can't be life. This can't be life. One of them. Like, yeah. Like, that's not how that go. At least not for me. I always felt it in my heart like, oh no. No matter what, I know I can't be doing this the rest of my life. That was when I was working a 9 to 5, and I just knew, like, long term that wasn't it. Short term, like I say, yeah, that's cool, use it as a stepping stone, you know what I'm saying? But if that's not nothing that you happy doing and passionate about, hey man, like, nah, life too short to be doing some stuff that you not happy doing. It's meant for us to enjoy and live, not survive, you know what I'm saying? So whatever living looks like for you, make sure you living, not just surviving. Even if you're not doing it right now, build it up to that point. People who want to be free is who I make my videos for. It's who I put these messages out for. People who want to obtain freedom. I don't see no type of what they call it, colorism or this and that. Not racist at all. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like the people who is racist. But I believe in unity. You know what I'm saying? It's just everybody may not. That's on them. Yeah, like, for my people who actually want to live, and I got a real great song coming out talking about this too, so be on the lookout for that. I'm I supposed to be putting a feature on there, but I'm not gonna say the name until it's really confirmed. But it's a great song anyway, even if I just put it out by myself, and I know a lot of the world gonna appreciate it, or at least people who feel like me, who look at stuff like me. But like I said, let's keep going. That's why I do this. Like, not for like fame and stuff like that, because I'ma build wealth regardless. I'm gonna get whatever you want to call it, rich, financially free, hey, all that. I'm gonna do all that regardless. I'm educating myself and I'm putting in the work, and I'm building that up right now as we speak. And even without money from music or anything, I'm gonna be straight regardless, you know what I'm saying? And I'm making sure of that. And I say that to say that I can just build the wealth and do what I want to do to change my life, my family life, and those around me. I can just do that, and don't put out these videos and this education and information and stuff like that. But I don't. I do this to help change other people's lives and stuff too, on my way up. Because back to what we was talking about with Martin Luther King and stuff, like, if we don't live together, like, and as brothers and sisters and stuff, like, we gonna perish. So it's like, if everybody getting their own money, right? Everybody living a life that they desire to live. However you want to live your life, you know the tools and the resources. You know what you need to do. You building that up for whatever life look like for you. You doing that. Why would you sit here be jealous of somebody else when you got your own life, your own goals, the things that you passionate about that you doing? Why would you be jealous of somebody else? Why would you go rob somebody else? You wouldn't need to, because you know how to make money and turn that money into more and make more money and have that money working for you and things like that. Besides you working for money, if you know how to do that, you wouldn't be worried about trying to go rob nobody for no $100 or whatever, or $200 or whatever. Hey, I'm just saying, like, and when you grind for it, you appreciate it more. You know what I'm saying? So if we know these things, right, we wouldn't have to do all the stuff that we doing to each other, all the jealousy and envy, hatred, and all this going on, robbing and killing and all this and that. Why would you have time to be around here trying to beef with people when you living life? That's my whole thing with it. So it's like what I'm doing, I feel like it's changing the world in a real revolutionary way. Um, just as impactful, as like a lot of people like Martin Luther King, Tupac, Malcolm X, a lot of the things that they did that was revolutionary. I'm doing something on there's something on that type of scale. You know what I'm saying? Some people may not understand it yet, but when it's done, hey, then a lot of people really understand, what I'm saying, the vision and what I'm actually doing. But I don't, like I say, that's what I'm doing. That's why I do what I do, to help others, so we don't have to be jealous of each other and all this and that, so we can live the life that we desire and obtain the freedom that we deserve. So, it's deeper than rap, or it's deeper than YouTube videos or a YouTube channel. For me, it's deeper than money. You know what I'm saying? It's deeper than all of that, and it's bigger than just me. So when I be saying share the videos and stuff like that, like that's why I be saying share the videos, because you may help change somebody's life by sharing the video, and they see this and this may put them on a whole nother path. You know what I'm saying? That they was about to go crash out, about to go do some crazy stuff, or they could have just been headed in a path that wasn't leading them to nowhere, and you sent them this video, and this sparked their interest, and they started doing some things, and it ended up changing their life, and sending them to a whole nother direction, something that they was passionate about doing or whatever. So when I be saying share the video, that's why I be saying share the video, not to get more likes and stuff. I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? Like likes and all this and that. I care about reaching the people that's meant for me to reach. And I feel like this is what God sent me here to do, because what I've been through in my life, growing up in poverty, seeing the things that I've seen, near death experiences. One, could have been gone by, poisoning or something like that. Somebody tried to do me something. Another time, someone else could have taken my life. If they would have just been a little bit more matter or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Could have taken my life just like that. And another time when I was a baby, and a bullet, was could have hit me. Even as a, as a child, you know what I'm saying, a young adult, whatever. Hey, I seen a lot of stuff that a lot of people, probably wouldn't be able to reacted or seen. It probably traumatized them. I don't know, but I seen a lot of things at a young age, and that taught me to learn. I learned fast. I don't know. Some people, like, they grow fast. You grow up fast. You really do grow up fast in the hood, because if you don't, then like some bad things may happen to you, because you can't really keep up and stuff, especially if you maneuvering like in the streets and stuff like that. And it's just, even if you're not, it's just in the hood, you gotta know how to do certain things, or you put yourself at more risk, because you're already at risk being in those type of environments anyway. But like I say, so that's why I do what I do. So when I be telling people, hey, like, share the video, yeah, like it got much deeper meaning than just likes and views to me. You know what I'm saying? It's about the message and touching the people and stuff like that. I want to say, salute to Martin Luther King and what he did, and I'm very appreciative of it. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people is as well. It may have be some strategies he may did or some things he did that people may not agree with, but whatever he did to make changes in our country, like that was very impactful. Like imagine us without what we segregated to where you if you're a certain race, you can't hang with this race, you can't go to this restaurant, you can't go in this store, you can't, you have to stay in this part of town and all this and that, and can't go to this school because you're a certain race. Just imagine how that is. And of course, for black people, it was way worse because we come from slavery and stuff like that. So it was still like a mental thing that people wanted to keep, as far as like keeping slaves oppressed and keeping black people oppressed or whatever. And just to where they just stay down to where they look like we the whatever, however they say, second class race or what, like we less than, when really we equal to, I'ma just say, equal to um everyone else, as far as economically or whatever, financially, we all should be treated equal, and systematically and all this and that. But even to this day, it's still not where it need to be, but we've come a long way, you know what I'm saying, from back then. And back to my point, like just imagine living in that world where it was just all of that going on. I watched the documentary of Dr. Martin Luther King, and just seeing the type of stuff that they had to go through and why they went through and why they stood for what they stood for. It's like, it's emotional if you really care to for change and stuff. Like, it's emotional, and it'll kind of make you mad and stuff. Like, well, at least for me it was, watching, seeing certain stuff. I'm like, dang, bro, really? So I'm gonna leave that a link to that documentary below. And I gotta say, so appreciate people like these, and look into them or whatever. It won't hurt. Rosa Parks and stuff. Like, I didn't know that she I knew that she stood for, she ain't get up on the bus and this and that, but I didn't know that uh uh Martin Luther King took that situation and ran with it, like, and turned that around pretty much, and made that a whole, what I'm saying, like, I ain't gonna say his whole movement, but he made that a change to where it wasn't like that no more. And people like Frederick Douglass, I say Malcolm X, a lot of these people like that, like, if it wasn't for a lot of these people, we wouldn't be living in the world we living in today. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta be grateful for these people. We gotta be grateful for these people. You can't get a certain job because of you a certain race, or you can't get certain resources or whatever because you're a certain race. You just being treated differently because you're a certain race. And like I say, black people, we still go through that in some form of fashion today. It's just not as it to the extent of how it was back then. So just imagine that. Like, that's crazy, and we have no choice but to be grateful to be living in the times that we live in. I say that all the time. In a time where it's, just technology, we have so many resources and information available to us, and just even like air conditioning and things like that, like just small stuff like that they didn't have back then, you know what I'm saying? But like, definitely the whole technology, the internet and stuff like that, like, this stuff is like revolutionary, and we don't really um appreciate, or I ain't gonna say appreciate, but just see the real value in having this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Having these tools and resources at our hands. Like, a lot of people use it and take it for granted. They stroll social media all day, just looking into other people's lives and stuff, besides working on building their own. You know what I'm saying? Like, they, just like I say, just scroll and be consumers. They don't really produce nothing. They don't go produce no results. They don't go really put in no work and this and that. Not y'all. I know we turn it into more family, we get it in, but I'm just saying majority of people, because the majority of people ain't on that turning into more stuff, at least not yet. You hear me? They gotta catch up, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm ahead of my time, we ahead of our time, and the rest of the world gotta catch up to the wave and what we doing. So I don't wanna make this video too long though. Like I was saying earlier, make sure you share the video. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Leave your comments down below. And definitely don't forget to turn it in the mode.
We up and going, we gon' turn it in a mode. We make the cash flow and then we turn it in a mode. Nowhere running low, cause we gon' turn it in a mode. Yeah, all I know is stack it, flip it. I told them I ain't got it, now they